Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here speaking at this great event. It's an honor, so thank you so much. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Brittany Evans, and as he just said, I'm the president and founder of Clear Intentions, a glass recycling and processing company. And what we do is set up glass recycling programs throughout the state of Colorado, and then we take that glass and we turn it back into a supply for other manufacturers who make products out of it. So a really neat niche. And the number one question I'm always asked is, how did you get into this? And it really started 8 years ago. I was a really passionate environmentalist, still am, and I was trying to find a way to build a company around my passion to truly impact the world. And in doing so, I ended up recruiting and working with over 300 different student millennials in my time, and all I had was passion to inspire them. In my last year of college, I ended up launching my company, Clear Intentions, here in Denver, Colorado. And so with my experience of working with millennials and being a millennial leader, I'm hoping to give you guys some insight on how you can naturally utilize this marketplace with the opportunities that we see to make your environment one that we're gonna love to help you create even better for entrepreneurship. So let's talk about your workplace. Your workforce. We are the fastest growing demographic in the US, and what does that mean? It means that we're going to be 75% of the workforce in the world. That is a huge amount of people. In the US, we're going to be 36% of the workforce in just 9 years. That's not that far around the corner, making us the biggest generation to date, even bigger than the baby boomers. We're also the most highly educated, with 63% of us holding at least a bachelor's degree. And of those, 60% of us are women. Pretty interesting. But of course, with high education comes high debt, right? So we're about $1 trillion in student debt right now as of 2014. Ouch. But turn that around, and in 2018, we're actually going to eclipse the baby boomers in our spending power at $3.39 trillion. So who are we as a generation? If you look online, you'll find lots of different things. You'll find that we're called the boomerang generation, that we're technologically driven, we're lazy maybe, we just want to belong, we're optimistic, and worst case scenario, we're narcissistic. Well, I'm going to wipe that slate clean, and we're going to talk about being inside. I'm going to bring you inside the mind of a millennial and show you how we're naturally going to change your environment through technology, diversity and world awareness, work ethic, and how you're going to harness it. So let's start with technology, the big question, right? 65% of us say that losing this thing is worse than losing a car. What? How could that be? Well, let me take you into the daily routine of a millennial. Please raise your hand if you know what all of these sayings are. Google it. Add me. I snapped it. Venmo me. Uber it. Netflix it. Just use Spotify. Kind of crazy, right? It's like a different lingo. This is actually the most popular lingo in millennial language every day, and these are only the popular ones. The one thing they all have in common, we can access it on our phone. We have amazing power at our fingertips. So I want to kind of bring you through this. Google. We have more access in this generation to knowledge than ever before. Our problem isn't knowing an answer, it's actually deciphering what information is good from bad. And we've been trained to do that with college. Our social media networks, okay, we have a worldwide network, and on average, our millennials are managing 200 to 300 contacts every single day. That is a huge network. And snapping it, a Snapchat, this is a perfect example of a program that's all about real time. More and more programs are coming out with real-time information. I want to know what my friends are doing in Switzerland right now, and they're watching what I'm doing here right now. Venmo, this is the way we deal with our money. I can actually transfer money to my friend's bank account quicker than you can probably pull out a dollar bill from your wallet. And Ubering it, I can get transportation anywhere I want, even at any moment, even in other countries. Kind of makes sense now why we're not so worried about losing that car. Netflixing, same thing. We have access to any kind of entertainment anywhere that we want. And Spotify, radio on demand. It's like magic, right? All right here in the palm of our hands. So if you hear us say there has to be an easier way, it's because we kind of feel like this. When you hear us say that, it means that there usually is an easier way, and we're living and breathing it every day. So what can you guys do? Utilize that. When you hear millennials say there must be an easier way, ask us. Bring us into some collaboration to brainstorm some ideas for your products or your services. Include us on new ideas. We love to be a part of it. And then also always give us opportunities for feedback in your company. It doesn't matter what kind of operational thing you're looking at. Millennials have a lot of really cool ideas on how your company can work a little bit more efficiently and be a little more diverse and have a better competitive edge. And then the last but not least is utilizing our worldwide network. Like I said, we have 200 to 300 contacts we're managing every single day. You're better setting your company to utilize that and get us to help you help your company than banning us from using it at all. Now, something else that this is doing, the worldwide network, which is crazy, is that it's now creating a generation that considers ourselves global citizens of planet Earth. With these phones, 80% of millennials around the world have these phones. We're snapping, we're chatting, we're doing whatever we want on social media, which means we have eyes everywhere. We see what's happening in other countries on a daily basis. What this also means is that we're more tolerant to diversity and cultural differences, whether that be gender, ethnicity, sexuality, religion, age. We don't really see those borders at all. And 61% of us are actually truly worried about the state of our world, and we feel personally responsible to make a difference. Even more staggering, 84% of us say that making a positive difference in this world is more important to us than professional recognition. What does that mean? That means we want to change the world. So bottom line, change your bottom line. We're following companies who have the triple bottom line. So if you can start having your company include the bottom line, it's going to attract more wonderful workers and millennial workers to be passionate about your company. And that means we understand you need a profit, but it also means that you need to take care of our planet and our people and make it very transparent that you're doing so. The next thing is that you need to create diversity. That gives us inspiration and it makes us creative. So when we get to work with people of all different cultures all around the world, which technology has allowed us to do today, it will help us help you to make a better creative or competitive advantage with creative ideas. And the last one is support causes. I cannot say this enough to you. Supporting causes is what actually automatically makes millennials look at companies as a leader. The bigger the company, the bigger the impact. Most of us already don't really trust corporations. It's about an 84% of us don't think that corporations are taking the necessary steps to do a really true positive impact in the world. So make it very transparent what you guys are doing and how you're trying to help the world and what your impact is. And that is going to be more important to us than anything else. So what is our work ethic? All right, so we live to work, not work to live. What does that mean? Millennials follow leaders, not bosses. What this means is that we expect our leaders to be accessible to us. We want to see our leaders in the trenches with us, not telling us what to do from a faraway distance. We want that interaction with them. And then 64% of us would actually rather make $40,000 a year doing something we love than $100,000 a year doing something that we don't love, or working for a company that doesn't follow our true core values and beliefs. This goes right along with everything that I'm saying, right? So we truly do believe in the causes and the social impacts. 69% of us don't understand why we have to be in the office on a regular basis. Why is that, right? And then 78% of us would rather spend money on experiences and not things. So how does this affect our work ethic in your business world? Passion is life for millennials, and let's face it, life is work. We want to put our time into things. If we're going to put our time into your company, we want to know that it's going into something really good. So that means for leadership, mentor us, make it fun, allow us to diversify in our skill sets and utilize what we already know and how to become better. And then support a worldwide cause. And then quality of life. With technology today, you're able to do things like remote access. So try to be flexible and gear your companies towards that. If I really wanted to, let's say I was in another country, no cell phone access, no cell phone, all I had was Wi-Fi, I could literally run my company from my phone. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And millennials are seeing that every day. And then the last thing is experience. Motivate us through experiences. We love experiences, and we love to be a part of our community and make a social impact. So the last thing that I'm going to bring for you guys today, the 3 ways to harness the millennial future and improve your company's street cred with us, is remember, ask a millennial. There must be an easier way. Support a cause and be transparent. We are all global citizens of planet Earth, and lead us through mentorship with flexibility. Remember, we live to work, not work to live. Thank you so much for your time.